yourself some new shoes.
Drafting is now live. Streaming NBA 2K25, NCAA 2K25 Oregon Ducks franchise mode.
Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA. No better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
On Wednesday, then on Friday.
And looking at the Pittsburgh matchup, that's one that stands out to me. A lot of great talent involved in that one, and I'm curious to see how they improved over the offseason.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Carroll with it. Pass to Battle. Here's McDowell. From outside, off the mark. Now Jackson. Here's Gilbert. Off target from three-point range. It's Carroll on the wing. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Doesn't go that time. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Jones. 8 points his last outing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
6 on the shot clock.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
first personal
He's
foul.
getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for your home team, Jones, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's the screen. Carroll for 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
It's time for Ncaa. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Everybody dance. That's no thanks. Let's see what you got.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest. And that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for a playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
One shot.
Well said.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team, Gilbert. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Outside, Jones. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside, Carroll drains the three-pointer. Carroll's got 10 points in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Jones. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Carroll. 10 points for him. 17-foot shot on the way. And off the glass. That one's good. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys moving.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Jefferson's checked in for Jones. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the layup's good off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. To the right side. And here's Carroll. 12 points for him. Pass to McDowell. Shot clock at 5. Releases. Nice open look, but it's no good. 33% here in the first quarter. 14 feet away. Jackson a screen on Carroll. Gilbert. Carroll covering. Here's Gilbert. They get it again. A 3-ball. No good there.
Nice work to rise up and secure that miss. Solid rebounding effort from him.
McDowell's shot is off.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet Jane. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Carroll. 12 points for him. Phillips, the pass to McDowell. Now Carroll. Trying to get something going. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Carroll's got 14 points for the game.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Here's Forrest.
On screen coming.
6 to shoot. There's the pick. With the drive. Off target at the rim.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Here is Shaw. Hasn't made one yet. Now here's Carroll. Pass to Burgess. Now here's Carroll. From the stripe. Shaw with the rebound. Shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Forrest. 1:41 left in the first. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris passes to Baffin. No dice from the high post.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Harris outside. Carroll, no one around him. Off target from outside. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Jefferson on top. His last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Forrest. A rebound by Phillips. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Carroll. He's got 17. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. Here is Shaw to the paint. Pass to Jefferson. Lays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
They've got Jones. Jefferson is out there with Shaw. And it's Forrest in at the point. We've got Ncaa. He's out there with Harris. And it's Burgess in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Ncaa. Harris, right side. And the shot goes in. Only 31% their offense, really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Forrest. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Harris, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Shaw. Jefferson, a screen on Harris. Teardrop shot. A rebound by Phillips. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Ncaa. Scoreless thus far. Fades. Shaw with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Forrest passes to Jefferson. Here is Shaw. On the wing, Jones. Jacks up a 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jalen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, yeah, they're all fun to watch. He hits the second from the line. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Shaw. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now here's Martinez. Here's Harris. And Winslow pulls it down. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Harris outside. Now Martinez, covered by Winslow. It's good from long range.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Down low, picked him clean. Here's Ntilikina. Still yet to score.
Old team foul. Number 30. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
From 16, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Phillips. And here is Harris. Carroll with it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Winslow. The shot by Carroll no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And finished off by Jefferson.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Carroll. 17 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys.
And make some noise for your dance team.
The visitors on defense. And Jefferson throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Carroll with it. He's got 19. Sinks the three-pointer. Carroll's got 22 points.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. From 15 feet away, uses the glass that time, and it's good. 24 points for him. Gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Fires it up. A rebound by Phillips. Phillips has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Harris passes to Ncaa. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Winslow. Nothing on the board. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ncaa. Back to Carroll. Shoots. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Not great, 40% for the game. And the basket by Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's Carroll on the wing. Moves back up. No good that time. Gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Pass to Winslow. Beyond the arc. Carroll with the rebound. Being at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Ntilikina. He has yet to score. Carroll. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the inside, Jackson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Battle. No scoring in this one. Pass to McDowell. From outside the arc, he makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Now here's Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jones has got 11.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Carroll. He's got 26. Rebounded by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Carroll covering inside. Off with the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. .129 left in the second quarter. Pass to Battle. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carroll. Drops in the layup for 2. Carroll's got 28 points for the game.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Pass to McDowell. Now here's Carroll. Not a lot of room, and the shot goes in. Carroll's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Steps back and fires. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. And measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do. When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from T.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
In 40% from the field. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
For the tie, unable to get that one. Knocks it loose. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Launches a three. Not going to go that time. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
At the line for your home team, number 3.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to McDowell. Back to Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Can't connect from short range. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Puts it up. He squares up and sinks it. Carroll's got 32 points in the game.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Outside, Jones. Latrey doesn't get it to drop for him.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
To the wing on the left. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Number 12, 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. On the wing, Jones. Carroll covering. Launches it. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. For the tie. Tries again. A shot off that time. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Jones. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. McDowell the pass to Carroll. Spins. Down to 5 on the shot clock for the lead. No good that time. Not great, 40% for the game. Tries to the hoop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team, number 3. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's McDowell. He has 5. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Over to the wing. Here's Gilbert. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Pass to Battle. Here's McDowell, defended by Jones. Carroll with it. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And here's Jones. Takes the 3. Here's Jackson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Now Carroll. He's got 36. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McDowell's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Left side, Jones. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. From deep.
3rd team foul. Jackson. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's a close game here in Chicago. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Out to the right wing. Here's Battle. Still scoreless. Here's Ncaa. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
To the middle. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 13.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Ncaa. To the inside. The layup off target. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Jackson. Now Jefferson. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Battle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. Jackson, a screen on Harris. Goes up on the wing. That shot misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's Battle. Three-pointer on the way. Shaw with the rebound. Shaw's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Forrest. To the left wing. Plenty of space. Basket good. He's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Harris with it. From down in the low post, it goes. Harris has gone 2 of 4 from the field. Pass to Jackson. "14 feet away, and the shot no good, a bit short. Struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Ncaa passes to Phillips. Here's Battle. No good from outside. To the paint. Here's Shaw. Second chance shot. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
Off the inbound pass. Bank shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
A pretty brutal 29% since the break.